Hello YouTube. Well, finally getting my State Farm renter's insurance paid. I'll explain that when we get home why we have renter's insurance. We always had renter's insurance, and it's always a good idea to have it if you're renting an apartment complex or even a rental house, because I always hear in the news and watch it on YouTube, there's a big myth between the renters and the landlords, and why it's important to have renter's insurance in a way, because if you're renting an apartment and thinking your stuff is being covered by the landlord, you're going to be sadly mistaken when your building goes up in flames.
By the way, hello YouTube.
Yeah, hello YouTube. Alright, renter's insurance. How long have we had renter's insurance in some form? About 15 years?
Yes.
Okay, the reason we have renter's insurance is because the stuff you see right here is the landlord or property manager, property owner, if you rent an apartment, house, or now you told me earlier when I first came home, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Even the trailer home, if you're renting a trailer park, mobile home like complex, renting out there. We always heard stories, and you know, a few years ago, almost what, 12 years ago?
Yeah. Yes.
There was a big apartment complex fire that happened here in Clinton, Iowa. That was just in that general direction of those trees out there and that. And we heard everybody in those apartment complexes never had renter's insurance. They lost everything.
And I heard where they had the tornadoes at, you know, like last year, all those people in the trailer homes, a lot of them did not have renters.
That was, remember the storm video?
A lot of them did not have renter's insurance.
Yeah. Remember that the storm video we did last spring where we monitor severe weather and all that stuff? When I had to take shelter in a way, told Angie to take shelter and all that stuff, because there was it was at night, there was a radar spotted tornado in the area, so we had to take shelter and all that stuff.
Yes,
so,
we did.
And that, and everybody who had trailer homes tipped over lost everything there. So, and that. Before we rented this apartment, we rented another location, and what made us decide to get renter's insurance immediately, because we used to, remember I always say about this wood patio out here? Remember my electric grill was legal out here and all that stuff? Well, we rented a duplex just on the other end of town here, and basically what it was is somebody decided to run their barbecue grill like a smoker. Wasn't it a smoker? I think it was, Angie?
I don't know. I wasn't home that day it happened.
Okay, yeah. I just got home myself that day. I thought someone was smelling really good, really delicious, and went back and found out that the person's smoker, charcoal smoker, the ashes were dripping on a cooking tray, and the cooking tray was sitting on wood, and the wood started to smoke and it started to burn, and that. So after we put it out, and I think we had the fire department there. I think we had the fire department there. I think it was, but we got together and said, you know, it's time to get renter's insurance, because even if we don't own a whole lot of items, it's tough to replace, especially when you're on a tight budget. Like I said, renter's insurance covers everything we have here in fire, tornadoes, earthquakes, floods. Yeah, even floods. Has to be something biblical. Yeah, it has to be something biblical for it to happen, and even covers for theft. You know, someone wants to steal something, and we have everything documented and all that stuff, and that. So yeah, if you live on a tight budget, rent an apartment, and you think your property manager or owner covers everything.
They don't.
They don't. They don't. And a lot of people finds out the hard way. So if you have in your lease, if it's in your lease and it's written in your lease, you gotta remember this. Properties change hands a lot. So what's in the original lease may not carry over with the following ownership. So always update your lease in a way. But right now our lease is basically the same as it's a standard lease like everybody else. So it basically all the lease stays the same basically. Unless there was something special like the insurance end. But like I said, the property managers does not insure this stuff. That's where we have to get renter's insurance. And renter's insurance, believe it or not, is come as a cheap as a price of a of a DVD player disc. You know, it's simple as that. And you're talking about maybe like $17, $18 a month.
I believe so.
Yeah, something like that. I can't really give you the actual details of our plans, how much coverage we have, and what's our deductibles, because that's our information. But you know, basically, if you rent and you think your property, I would look into renter's insurance because we're not, you know, it's being financial sound basically.
Yep.
Because I already ran the math. We spent close to over $3,200, maybe $3,500 in insurance, but we have almost between $15,000 and $25,000 of items in the apartment. That includes what you see in the apartment, the clothes we wear, the food. Yeah, the food is even covered.
Yeah, everything is included.
Everything's included, including these fellows right here. These fellows are included as insured, because if we lose everything, we have to replace everything in that. So if we lose it in a fire, theft, and all that stuff, we just gotta make sure that in the policy, just like standard insurance policies, as long as we don't do it intentionally ourselves, right? It's got to be accidental.
Yes, it does.
And you know, we had a dumpster fire out there. We showed you the dumpster fire. That was one of our playoff games. It was towards the end of that video. We had a dumpster fire. Yep. I'll put a link to that video in the description down below. So towards the end of that video, you'll see a dumpster fire. And that was because of somebody dumped hot coals in that dumpster. Now, that was on a patio, and the coals got on the wood patio. Then the whole place went up, include this building right here, because the person that dumped the coals came from this building alone. So
that is what we've heard.
Yeah, so that's what we heard. So yeah, we gotta be careful. All right, just make sure when you want to get information on renter's insurance, always go talk to any agent. Our agent is through State Farm. A local office. Ron is our agent.
Yes.
That's how we got the information from. Get information. Always check your local agency about renter's insurance. It's very important.
It is very important.
Yeah, it's very important because if you guys get a fire or something happens to your apartment, either by accident on your end or somebody else's or some other cause, or someone steals items, you need make sure it's covered, okay?
Yes, you do.
So even if it's only even if you don't look like you don't own let's say $15,000, if you own between $5,000 and $15,000 worth of items and you're in an apartment by yourself or with somebody else, it's still always a good investment, I would say, to get renter's insurance of some kind.
Yes, it is.
And like I said, it's about a price of a would be a CD, but everybody's downloading CDs nowadays. So basically, it's a price of a Blu-ray DVD. It's maybe around that price, basically, on average. So.
Yes.
And that it's relatively cheap per month and all that stuff. And if something does happen, as long as
we are covered.
We are covered. Everything's covered. Everything's documented. Everything. If we change something, we change how we document things, basically.
Yep.
So basically, and we always we just got done when we talked to the insurance company last summer. We kind of check our policy again, just kind of go over our policy again. So we review our policy at least every so often if we can, right?
Yes, we can do.
And that. So I know I don't like to give financial advice. I'm not the authority of giving you financial advice. But if you think your property manager has your, because they have insurance, they're only insuring, the property manager only insures their building. They don't insure your stuff. So if you're thinking, really thinking that your property manager insures your stuff, unless they have it in your lease, but remember, buildings change hands all the time. So what one could do you the favor, but it may not carry over to the next property owner. So they may not even honor it on that. So always have a good idea, have a renter's insurance, and you can carry that renter's insurance from one apartment to another, as long as you tell the insurance policy that you have a new address, a new rental location, all that stuff right now. So right now we're going to end this little boring video, basically, because I know we had some close calls in recent years, and I think it's a good idea we get this information out in a way, because even it might help our financial end, because like I said, it's only like $18, $19 a month that we pay, but we cover everything you see in our videos that's inside our apartment, what we wear, what we this and all that stuff. So, and it's not easy, you know, if you don't have $30,000 in your in your bank account, you ain't gonna replace any of this stuff. So that's basically, we're looking at between $15 and $30,000 of items we would have to replace if we didn't have renter's insurance, if we had got hit by a tornado or a fire or something like that,
or earthquake,
or even if meteorite smashes into the apartment. I mean, we got everything covered. So basically, that's what we try to do.
Yes, we do.
Okay, this video is running a little long, so we'll just wrap it up right now. Angie, hang on to the camera. It's very important, okay?
Ooh.
It's a financial importance, okay?
Okay. Please like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you later. Bye!
Remember, this information is only when you rent.